18 minutes? Oh my god. Right, it's nearly upon us. Riven tides. Yes, tomorrow, 1000 hours, UK time. 10 o'clock in the morning, basically, for anybody. Um, it arrives tomorrow. Yes, and it looks exciting. The map looks so good. Excuse me, just eating my dinner. Um, yeah, yeah, and of course the new arc. Yeah, it's caught everyone by surprise. It's completely different than what anybody across the world in this game did even think about. Yeah, it's called the Turbine. Riven Tides, water map, the Turbine. Big cone shape, but inverted. Um, they're not giving too much away, but I'm pretty sure it's going to affect the water level as well. I think it's going to be quite um, an interesting thing. They're not giving away too many secrets of what it does. They're saying it's pretty powerful. Excuse me for a minute. Shows you it's live. Yeah, so they're not giving away too many secrets or anything on that, but I'm sure we'll find out tomorrow at 1 minute past 10. Yeah, so that's caught everyone by surprise. There is a minor map condition. It's called beach combing, and this is to do with water as well. You can only do the beach combing thing if you do the project, which is called avian alarm. Birds, it's all to do with that, etc., etc. We'll go into that in a minute. Well, let's talk about the project. Yeah, but to do the beach combing part, you need the Dockmaster detector, which is part of the project. So you have to collect certain things in the avian alarm project to allow you to build that to do the beach combing mission, you know, that sort of thing. Don't really know too much about that. There is obviously the new event, the last resort, hunt miniature models of boats, gives you extra bits and pieces and blah blah blah, more coins, etc., etc. Now there is two new items. One's called the crash mat, one's called the power descender, and apparently you'll need these to complete certain parts of the map. The way it's sort of like describing to me is that one will get you up 100 meters, where if you think of the snap hook will only go 20 meters. I don't know if a lot of people realise, but it only goes 20 meters, and then you can jump another 2 meters. So you snap hook on, bosh, and then jump, and you'll get at least sort of another 4 or 5 feet up. And if you use your grab, you know, your X button, you can grab on, etc., etc. As you know, that's what that does. But this will allow you to go 100 meters. Don't know what it looks like. Don't know any of it. But excuse me. And the other one is the power descender, which I would imagine descender going down. Don't know if it gives you like a levitation thing. I'm believing the way it's wording, it's some sort of power that. Hang on a minute. Not sure that was. Give you some sort of balance to go down, and then the crash mat. I don't know. I have no idea on that. As I say, we'll find out tomorrow doing that. So that sounds really good. Beach combing, new event, Project Avian Alarm. You're going to find out more tomorrow. It doesn't really tell me what you've got to collect to get it. This, that, and the other. I mean, I've collected so much crap over the last couple of weeks, you know, at least it's going to empty my stash, unless, you know, parts are there. Projects are they don't let too much out on that, but yeah, the turbine. So it's not this, it's not that. It doesn't mean there's not going to be something a bit special in as well, but with the actual map, there is a high degree of knowledge that it's going to be on that beach comb in front, is that the water level will rise. Now, whether that's to do with the turbine coming in and your water rises and what it does to you if you haven't got the power descender or something along those lines, will help you out, I don't know. It will be interesting to find out what that's all about. But yeah, that's just basically come out. I mean, I don't know how many hours it come out today. I mean, I've been out and about. I've been down the pub and that. But yeah, sounds good, as we thought it would do. So let's go and see what it's like tomorrow. I mean, obviously, like, subscribe, and share, and do whatever you want, and whatever. Yeah, feel free to comment on anything I put on here. I don't mind. Again, most of the things I'm saying is my opinion. This is factual. Any speculation I've added on, as what I've said, is speculation. I don't have a problem with debating with you. I don't want to get in arguments with people, especially by text. If you want to have a conversation with me, do it in the comment, and then I'll meet up with you in game, and I'll have a debate with you. I haven't got a problem doing that, but I don't really want to get into a slagging, swearing match with people in comments. One, you can't get it across on text properly. Most comments, there is a lot of people that you know, that just don't understand what people's opinion is, and what fact is. You know, you can try to change people's opinions, but you can't change fact. And that's the end of that, you know. But if you do really want to have a debate with me, drop a comment in one of my videos, and then I'll come back to you, and then we'll meet up and have a debate if you want to do it. But I'm not going to have a slagging match online. It's just going to be a proper debate. I don't mind doing it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 18 minutes if we don't get killed, you know, blah de blah. But yeah, I have no problem with debates. I have debates with lots of people online about a hell of a lot of different things, law, etc., politics, race, religion, everything like that, you know. But yeah, I don't want to get on a slagging match on text and all that. As I've said before, you know, it's what it is. It's a game at the end of the day. I enjoy it for what it is, but there is certain aspects, and it's purely about people's behaviour I don't like, not the game, not what's in the game or anything like that. It's all conversation, debatable, etc., etc. It's not personal. I don't care from what part of your country you're playing here. It's all open to perception, etc., etc. I know what times of day I can play without getting shot in the back majority of the time, and I know the people that are doing it. But does it make them wrong or not for playing the game? Of course it doesn't. They can play the game whatever way they want. Whether I think it's right is a different story, but that's my opinion. So let's just clarify that. But if you do want to have a debate with me, leave it in a comment. We'll meet up. I'll have a chat with you. If you want to bring someone with you, a chaperone, bring them with them. I bring one if you want, and we can have a decent chat. And what you think is different than what I say, but it'll be a debate. It will not be a slagging match, and it will not be you know, swearing at each other and calling people racist names, and etc., etc. But if you do really want to do that, like in the nicest possible way, I'm up for a debate. Other than that, feel free to comment. I'll comment back on some of them. I do comment as much as I can. And again, I'll answer your question if you're asking me my opinion. If you're asking me a fact and my fact is true, then you have to believe my fact. You know, it's as simple as that. But if it's opinion versus opinion, I'm going to answer you with my opinion. Simple as that. if you're asking me the fact, and I know what the fact is that you're asking for, and it's the truth fact, end of. Again, if you want to disagree with the fact, that'll be your opinion on the fact, not that it's not a fact. If you understand what I mean, World War Two, it was particular two dates. It's not 1950 to 1926. We know the facts. That's the kind of things I'm trying to say. But anyway, back to the game. So you can do that if you want. So really looking forward to it tomorrow. Be interesting to see how people behave. It is the expedition window as well, which I've heard some stories about, but we're just going to say I'm not going to play it for 13 days to wait for people punching around. I'm just going to get into it and do what I normally do, and so will Ben and the others, I believe. So yeah, we'll see what it's about. But I'm not hiding from anything. If you want to shoot me, shoot me. But if I shoot back, don't go crying to your mum. Bye.